Hey guys, I'm Shawn of WebPianoTeacher.com. Today we're going to learn how to play Bruce Hornsby. The show goes on. Let's take a listen. He's holding the chord and then you bring in the drums. Isn't that how a lot of his songs will get started? It's a great sound that Bruce has. He's had it ever since the beginning and I love it. Guys, the great thing about this one, this song is like almost 8 minutes long. He plays the whole time and there's so many Bruce Hornsby things in here. In fact, there's just about 3 or 4 things that he does all the time that gives him his sound. And I'm going to show you all those things, and we'll actually look at them and talk about them so that maybe you can start putting it in your own playing when you start improvising or just want to make up some solos for yourself. But let's get started with the part 1 here. If you are a member of the website, this is a great sheet to download because it's 3 full pages. It took me like a 10-hour day to transcribe the whole thing because he's got like several solos in there because he has a solo and then he'll come back and sing the chorus and then another full solo. So there's lots of good piano stuff, lots of neat piano licks that he does in his right hand. I'm going to really show you and point out what he's doing to have his sound. There's about 3 or 4 things, like I said, that he does all the time, and you can immediately sound like Bruce Hornsby if you can learn these things, learn these styles. Elton John the same way. Not to take anything away from their creativity because they do wonderful things within that framework that they set out. But so as always, on WebPianoTeacher.com, you can now view all the part 1s for free without having to watch YouTube ads, and you can get used to the search function, just see what all kinds of lessons I have on there. Excuse me. Sorry. This is not a beginner lesson series, so if you are a beginner, you need beginner lessons, okay? This is an advanced, it's not even intermediate, it's advanced piano. Some of you just like to watch the video and see what Bruce is doing. That's great too. Welcome, everyone. But let's get started here. This is going to be an extended lesson series. Here's my board on top of the piano, and we're going to do all 3 lines because this thing is so long. I thought I'd give you the whole slow intro, and we'll go through all of that. All right, so we're going to start with the pedal down, okay? We can pedal through this because he's going for color here. Have you ever heard of color in music? He's setting a mood here, okay? So, and it is in a time. It's 1 and 2, 3, 4, and you heard me counting. Because in your head, you want to be counting when you do this. Maybe not out loud, but you need to feel those beats. Because if you don't feel the beats or count it, you're going to rush and get to the next part too early. But we're going to start above middle C with the right hand, A, B up here, left hand, E, A, B, E. Okay, so all those together. And then we're going to go to high E with the right hand, and then both hands with a D. And I really listened to this, guys. I had those headphones on and tried to get every note that Bruce is doing. Okay, so it's 1 and 2, 3, 4. What I don't know is sometimes which hand he's playing some of this stuff with. I just took a guess, but the notes are correct. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let my left hand come up. See that dotted line? That's just showing you that my left hand's coming up to an A. Right hand's on a D. And then I go down to G. My right hand stays on the D. And then A on the 5th finger, then A and F sharp. You want to let all that ring together. Now I know I always tell you pedal that stuff, not on this because we're creating color. We want all those notes to ring together, just like we want all these notes to ring together at the beginning. So let them ring. You can do a different pedal for this, but go against your urge to pedal there and let it all mix. 2, 3, 4. Here's the next one. B and E together. I'm going to use fingers 1 and 3. 5th finger on the A, left hand on an A and an E. And then we do something pretty neat here. F sharp on the left hand, G, D, G on the right. And I'm holding those over like I've been telling you. Let it all ring together. It's color. Bum, 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 bum. We've done 3 things now. 1, 2, 3. And then we stay about right there. So A, D, G and A together. Left hand has B and F sharp. And then E and F sharp. Can you reach that? If you cannot reach that, you can play all 3 notes with your right hand. I like to do it with my left hand because it allows me to control better the balance between the notes. I want the F sharp to have a little more than the G and the A because that matters to me. 2, 3, 4. Okay? And there's my 4th little color there. 3, 4. Now, you don't have to be exactly metronomic in this, okay? You can push and pull the tempo a little bit, but you want to pretty much stay on a 4/4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. It's not a true fermata where you're just holding it out indefinitely. Here the left hand's coming up again. I'm going to do A and B right here. A on the right hand. E, and when I go to this A, I do C sharp and D together. And by the way, I have many other Bruce Hornsby lesson series on webpianoteacher.com that I've done for over the past 12 and a half years. So I don't exactly remember how many, but there's plenty of it. This next one is A and D, and I'm gonna let my left hand help out on that G. A, and then when you do F sharp, you're gonna do F sharp and G in the left. 3, 4, and then B and E. After we get this done, we'll play it all together again. B and E, and then A and E on the left. A and F sharp in the right. F sharp and G in the left. So we have dissonance. That's dissonance. And he never really resolves it. He wants it to stay dissonant. 3, 4. It just leads to the next thing. Now here, this is a little different. And 2, 3, and 4, and we go there. But EA, the DA in the right, B in the left, right here. So 2, 3, 4. A, D to A, and then left hand on E. So right here it's N1, N2, N1. And then this is kind of a new section. We reach where the left hand comes in full there on a downbeat. Okay? So let's kind of recap what we had at the beginning. Ready? And count. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2 and 4. See how I counted all of that? If you don't count it or feel the rhythm when you're doing it, you won't, you'll rush and you'll get there too early. We all do. So now we're on the second section here. We are 2, 3, 4. All right. This seems like it's held out longer. I can't really tell exactly how many counts he's intending, but it is a held chord. All right, right here it's B and E, A, and then A and D, E. Bum, bum, bum. Left hand D, A, E. If you can't reach that, you could probably get away with rolling it. You want to do that? 1 and 2, 3, 4. G, A, B, D. A, B, C sharp, E. Left hand on A, E. So, and then we have. Now that sounds very Bruce Hornsby, right? There's a reason that it does, and I'm going to show you. We're going to talk about it in lesson 2 and 3 and all the rest of the lessons. It's going to be about probably 10 lessons on this. And I will point those things out to you, why it sounds Bruce Hornsby-ish. Right? B, E, and then B octave. Left hand, E, F sharp, G. We come up here. So we have, okay? Now we have, all right, A, F sharp, A, E, A, D, A, D, A, E, C sharp, D, B, A, D, G, D. Left hand on B, F sharp, B. Then a G. I wrote a bigger G because G octave down there, okay? So, all right. And then we have, so here, E, F sharp, A, D, left hand on a D octave. 1, 2, and count 2 is right hand, E, left hand, F sharp. 1, 2, and. Now come down for, I was playing it wrong, A, B, and G. So A, B, G, A, F sharp. Yes, that is A, B, G. It's not B, D, G, it's A, B, G. A, F sharp with 1 and 4. B, E, A, B, D, A. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and do it again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and there, I got it that time. 1, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. All right, that kind of goes against the grain for you a little bit, doesn't it? How that feels on your fingers. 1, 2. There he goes, feeling better. Now we have 1, 2. So G, A, B, D, left hand on a G. Then D, D, right, left. Come up for E, A, D with 1, 2, 5. C sharp on top. And then D, A, B, D, A. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And now we're going to go. Oh, that sounds real Bruce Hornsby, doesn't it? A, E, G, left hand on B, D, G. We're going to flip that G from F sharp. So just with your fourth finger, just and then D, F sharp, B, E, A, D. D, F sharp, left hand on the B. E, then D, A in the right, D in the left. B, D, G in the right, D in the left. Now here, A, D, left hand, G, D, G. That A on the top is that synthesizer sound that he always has going. And then the drums start right there. F sharp, E, and then he starts all that stuff where we really get going. But I'm going to play it one more time for you all the way through, kind of talk you through it for this part 1, okay? Here we go, very beginning. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, and 2, and 4, and low. 3, 4, and then I didn't slow down quite enough. He slows down big time there. Very good. All right, guys, that's the whole intro. It gets harder than that, sorry. The intro is pretty neat. And if that's all you do, that's great. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. These lessons are intense, and they really are indicative of his whole the way that he plays in his right hand. You know, it's all what he does in his right hand that makes it sound so Bruce Hornsby. And we're going to point those things out and show them to you why it sounds that way. Because it's interesting to know the whys behind things, right? If we understand why something works, then it makes it more accessible to ourselves and actually enables us to put it in our own playing. So hope you guys enjoyed that lesson. I'll see you on webpianoteacher.com.